You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for April 7th through the 18th. Xander is going to pounce, JJ makes an arrest, and Rafe cheats. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's jump right in. On Monday, April 7th, Kate has to defend herself from Phillip. And I wonder if he's going to show up and point blank ask if she shot EJ, since she has said she would pretty much like to see him dead. And now he is hanging on to life by a thread. Stephanie offers Alex a choice, and he's going to think about it. Obviously, she's still trying to get him to consider not coming clean to Xander just yet about Phillip's fraud and forgery. But after what happened with Alex and Teresa stealing Xander's inheritance, even though Alex was in the dark about it all, he just doesn't feel good about it. And I don't think Stephanie feels good about pressuring him, but she has been pressured so much by Sarah. Speaking of the good doctor, she lies to her husband, Xander, yet again. She is hanging on to this lie for everything it's worth, and it's going to be so messy and so soapy when it comes out. Sophia comforts Tate, who is still salty about being dumped by Holly, and he's also very worried about his Grandpa John. Holly has questions for Doug 3 about his feelings, and are those the feelings for her or about the stuff that's going on with his family? We'll see. Tuesday, April 8th, Shawn and JJ are busy working on the EJ shooting case. Rafe came and picked up his hidden camera, but is it going to actually show the culprit or just the victim? Kristen and Gabi accuse each other, and I'm sure it's about the EJ incident. JJ's going to find the gun in Kristen's purse this week, so that's not a good look. And that may be the first of several arrests in this case. I feel like we're going to cycle through a few red herring arrests before the truth comes out. Belle and Brady Black are talking, and she opens up about EJ. And of course, she's distraught that he was shot. And Tate sees Doug 3 in Holly's room at the Kiriakis mansion, and he's quite upset. Is Tate going to run tattle to Maggie? If he does, boy, that might just burn the last little bit of bridge left between him and Holly. On Wednesday, April 9th, Melinda has some questions for Kristen. This is her lawyer. So I'm guessing they're talking about the gun that JJ found. And I wonder if Kristen's just being questioned by the cops or if she has been arrested by them. Meanwhile, Gabi thinks about events of the night that EJ was shot. And I wonder if we're going to see her flashbacks that make her look guilty, even though I don't think she did the shooting. Belle tells comatose EJ that she loves him, but somebody overhears and is going to make a big, hairy deal about it. Meanwhile, Xander and Phillip make a big corporate takeover play because the time is ripe and they are very motivated. Thursday, April 10th, it's Sammy that overhears Belle telling EJ that she loves him. And looks like Hurricane Sammy is jealous, and she is taunting her little sister Belle about it, basically making light of any feelings that Belle may think EJ has for her, and vice versa. Johnny gets some advice from Chad, and I'm sure it's about forgive your dad before it's too late. Rex shows up at Kate's door with his arm in a sling and reassures her that he's okay. She worries that the hit and run that injured his arm was EJ following through on that threat. Alex makes it clear to Sarah that he does not want to lie to Xander and he's not happy about it. But before Alex can even consider blabbing the truth to Xander, he's interrupted by his cousin, who is super excited to talk to Phillip and Alex about now being the time for them to take over DiMera, because EJ is at death's door and Kristen is one crisis away from a straitjacket and may be arrested this week if she's not already. And then Gabi is not happy to be bossed around by Phillip and Xander. So are they her new DiMera bosses? by the end of the week. I'm excited. We'll see. Friday, April 11th, Rex is quite worried and tells Roman. And I wonder if her husband and son suspect that Kate might have shot EJ. Roman knows that gun's missing. Johnny took it, but he may think Kate did. Xander takes Sarah out for a romantic dinner, but she's a little distracted because she is absolutely sick with guilt over her long-term lies. Johnny and his mom, Sammy, have an uncomfortable talk about his origin story. Johnny may not like what Sammy has to say because she is going to defend EJ. Not so much the action he took at the time, but I think his evolution as a person since then, at least when it comes to her. Now, there's no doubt that he's still a villain, but in terms of that kind of activity, if you remember, he did threaten Arnold repeatedly, and he did not want Arnold doing anything like that with Jada, even though he hates Jada. So I do think EJ has evolved as a human. He's a kinder, gentler villain, a kinder, gentler DiMera. Chanel talks to Paulina, and I wonder if she knows that Johnny has Roman's gun and if she's worried that Johnny might have shot EJ. Vivian is free as a bird and shows up at the Kiriakis mansion. Kate and Phillip were just about to pop some champers and celebrate this DiMera thing, but that all comes to a screeching halt. And he hopes that Vivian is just dropping by to say goodbye and leave, but it turns out she came to get her share of the Kiriakis cash. The week of April 14th through the 18th, we'll see if Vivian is going to go away quietly with empty hands or if Phillip and Kate are going to have to give her a payday to get rid of her. EJ's fate is looking dire, but he is going to survive and he's going to take a turn for the better soon. But the question is he going to come out of it the same man? Is he going to have some memory loss? Is he going to pretend to have some memory loss? I mean, can't put anything past EJ. Xander and Sarah are busy planning an anniversary trip to replace the honeymoon they never took because of the whole hit and run thing and his crazy mom. Their anniversary isn't until August, though, unless the soap is going to play with the dates. But things are about to all blow up for the two of them. Kate and Phillip are scrambling to shut down Vivian before Xander finds out. Rex isn't going to stick around too long, but he wants to make sure Kate is not going to go down for the EJ shooting. Kristen possibly arrested soon, but Gabi might also face handcuffs. She and JJ are going to hit the skids over his EJ shooting investigation. Rafe's secret camera footage may raise more questions than it answers, and Tate and Holly's breakup comes just before prom, so watch as each of them makes alternate plans. Sammy is not happy to hear that Belle has fallen for EJ, and Sammy checks in with heartbroken Rafe, and there's gonna be some cheating. With Arnold's history and his recent return, obviously Sammy wanted to check in on Rafe, but they do end up comforting each other. And DiMera disasters keep piling up. EJ's in crisis, Kristen is accused, and the family business faced a coup.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.